All right, it's early May. That means we're going to catch up on the April numbers as we continue to watch this dynamic housing market. We've been committed every single month to showing you what's going on in Williamson, Davidson County, and the surrounding areas. And so here we are doing it again. The April numbers are here. Let's jump right on into it. All right, so this is for Davidson County single family homes. Saw a huge jump in the year-over-year average sales price, up almost 20%. Median sales price up 10%. So prices, again, this has been our common theme throughout the whole year, is that prices are not only staying steady, but they're increasing. And here you can see, April 2022, we're even up, way up over April of 2022. And so that was kind of like the big thing is, okay, they're up year over year, but are they up over 2022 when interest rates had not risen yet? And yes, considerably, we are up versus April 2022 and April 2023, where we saw a little bit of a price correction. Also, just in addition to that, new listings are up, but the amount of homes under contract are up over last year, which is understandable, right? Because we saw a huge drop last year over a somewhat historic 20, 21, 22. But they are starting to climb back just a little bit. We're up 7%. Active inventory, so the amount of homes that are still active on the market. Check this out. We are up in total inventory. So new inventory rose a little bit last month. Our total active inventory rose. So we are starting to build up some inventory. Sidebar that a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more about inventory at the end of this. Under contract inventory, this is down. So we are down 11% under contract inventory. I think some of those might have closed out though, and that's going to be reflected here in closing. So we are up 14% in closing. So I think some of these total under contracts that carried over from March probably closed out in April, which I think if you go back to my last video, I said that we would probably see an increase in closings in April, and here we are. So still way down from the volume of 2022, but that's to be expected. We already talked about price, days on market, definitely higher, average of 30 days on market. Average list price continues to increase, and I've said this before, but that's because a lot of our inventory now is new construction. Now, month supply of inventory. So even though we are continuing to increase in inventory, we are still only at a 3-month supply. And you've heard me talk about this before, but a buyer's market is typically at 6-month supply. With that being said, due to the current interest rates, it is a little bit more of a buyer's market. I would actually say it's pretty balanced. Buyers are getting fair deals. Sellers are still getting a good deal, when they sell. So I feel like it's a little bit more balanced. However, if interest rates do drop, and when they drop, which, we'll see, probably be beginning of next year. If we don't build up much more inventory than this, then we are going to be back to a very competitive market with low inventory. And you can see that the month supply of inventory has not really risen between April of 23 and April of 24. It's hovered right at that 3-month supply. This, when we were operating in 22 with a 1-month supply, was obviously not sustainable. And that's why you saw such a ton of bidding wars and people going $100,000 over and all that good stuff. We still have not accumulated all that much inventory on the market. And that is the single biggest reason why prices haven't dropped. Now let's go to Williamson County, and you'll see a very similar story here. Median sales price up 14%. The average sales price is up 14%. That's continued to rise. So you can see 22, little dip in 23, but we're back over the 2022 price in 2024, about 30K. New listings up 2%. New under contracts is up 5%. So the amount of new homes that, the amount of homes that went under contract in April is up 5%. Our active inventory is up 10%, which is great. Under contract inventory So this is a carryover from, this is the total amount of inventory under contract is up 7%. Total inventory is up 8%. Closings were up 17%. So again, kind of like in the last video, just like I was talking about in Davidson County, I thought April we were going to see a lot more inventory close out. And look, we are here. We already went over prices. Average days on market, we're looking at 31 days. Average list price. And again, just like Davidson County, a lot of this inventory is new builds. So it's going to push that average list price up. We're looking at 1.7 million, which is up 4%. Month supply tells a very similar story. So we're actually down 7% in month supply in Williamson County. We are operating under a 1 month supply of inventory in 2022. 2023, that rose to 3.6. And now in 2024, we're at 3.39, which is down 7%. So again, same story with inventory here. So the picture, I thought we were going to start seeing some increase in under contracts. Obviously, we saw a dip last year, so that's going to factor into how much of a percentage increase is happening in some of these stats. So I do like to compare it to 2022. And what we're seeing, just the general theme, is that prices have not dipped over 2022, and inventory is not growing quickly enough to satisfy the demand that will definitely be there once the rates drop. So if you need to sell, it is a good time to sell. If you can buy and you have the funds to buy and you are comfortable with the monthly payment that you can buy in, I think it's a great time to buy. Now, if you need to wait, totally understand that too. But remember, you can always refinance later to take advantage of the lower rate. And if the worst case scenario, if the rate doesn't go down, you're already at the floor at this point. So happy to take any questions, and we'll keep checking out the market for you every month.